I am learning my life lessons and moving on. You know, one of the things I say is life is brief. And one of the life lessons I learned when I was 7 years old was how brief life really was when my dad died. And he was only 33 years young. So I learned life lessons with parental loss, with a location loss, and yeah, we left one state and traveled all the way across the country to a new state, to a new life after my dad died. So that's a life lesson, that life is brief. Another life lesson that I think of is say yes to new experiences and excursions. So in my first quarter of life, after finishing my undergrad, I went to teach in Tokyo, Japan. You see, I had taken French in high school and I had always wanted to go on an exchange program, but because I was a multi sport athlete playing sports year round, being involved in organizations and clubs year round, there was never a time for me to really leave to go on a cultural exchange program. So when I finished my undergrad, I applied and got hired to go teach in Tokyo, Japan. And I said, you know what? Home will always be here and I can always come back. But you know what? By taking that risk, I have made some of the greatest friends that I have to this day. I've also gotten to travel to other countries from the friends that I met while living in Japan. So it opened a whole new realm for me with deciding to take that chance. A life lesson. Don't hold back. Try it once at least. And let's see. My third thing that I'm going to leave you with is just because they're good to you does not mean that they are good for you. And I'm thinking about in particular relationship I was in, being treated like a queen, but you know, you gotta have that spirit of discernment. And when it tells you something, listen and be on your way. And there's also other friendships that when it's time to go and leave them, reasons, seasons, lifetimes. Those are the different relationships. So that's a life lesson that you're not going to be friends with everybody your entire life. And that just because that person is good to you does not mean that they are good for you. So this is Shawn, and there's many more life lessons, but that's just 3. I am learning my life lessons and moving on. Okay, so life is brief. Pursue your purpose. Live fully activated. Be you. Smooches!